Hi, I'm Joe Legee, Public Relations Director for Walker County Government. We were pleased to play a small role in the production of The Farmer and the Belle, Saving Santaland, a new movie out today that was filmed primarily here in Walker County. I recently had the opportunity to catch up with Jen Gotson and Jim Chandler, two of the stars of the film, about their experience shooting here. Tell me about the long journey, how long this took to get from idea or inception to release date.
That's a fantastic question, and this started in the fall of 2016. The idea came upon Jen then, where she was just kind of got the.
I felt like a fish out of water when I came to visit him on his family's farm. I never saw pigs or dealt with slop, chickens, goats, cows. And then the story just started to bridge because Jim was showing me how to be able to really understand where my value lies. And that really began the through line of the story. And we wanted to make it as a Christmas movie because everyone loves Christmas and we wanted to entertain people with a good message.
Yeah, it originally started as a holiday movie, actually, where we actually included Thanksgiving as part of it. So over time, the script changed, and as we brought in writers and we thought about story points and ideas, and then the idea of developing a book to go along with it, and the bracelet as being part of the story, all that happened. So we actually shot footage in 2016. So at the beginning of the movie, the horse in the pink onesie scene was shot in 2016. So
in New York City.
We had a completely different script at that time, but the script, we were still able to utilize that footage because that story point was still so important to the main meat of the whole film as a complete package that it was able to stay in. So we're very thankful for that because that was quite an adventure to shoot in downtown New York City.
A horse from Canada, a pink onesie from England that got held up in customs, extras that needed release forms that we didn't know until
child labor laws kicked in, even if they're volunteers. So that was a fun time. But yeah, so 4 years. It's coming up on almost completely 4 years of from development, script to screen.
And now it comes out November 17th on Amazon, iTunes, on Dish. You just search The Farmer and the Belle, Saving Santaland. It's in Walmart, or you can go to our website, thefarmerandthebelle.net/shop, and you can get all the fun things that you see in the movie.
So when did you all first decide, hey, shooting in Walker County might be an option?
I think that was from the very beginning, is that we knew that it was going to be something that we could utilize the property here in Walker County, and we're in McLemore's Cove, right here towards the Alabama border and Mountain Cove Farm. So it was kind of like, it's so beautiful here. Why not? Like we have the access to it, and we knew that our neighbors would be willing to help us, and and it's just, that was always a part of it. Whenever she's imagined the farm portion of it, it was always to be right here at our home, so to speak.
We envisioned their back area with the barn and where their pigs are. And then a couple months before filming, a big windstorm came in, knocked the barn off its property, flooded the area. So we needed to find another barn. And it was a blessing. Literally half of a mile away at Watson's farm, their barn was perfect. One of the neighbors, Jim Fontenot, he built with Jim's brother the set of Santaland, the stage, all of the fun games with the Christmas trees at Santaland. The pig ring was built. The Kegels and the Frames donated their pigs. We did a pig casting. It was a great time.
Now, I know you both have worked on many different films. So when you compare your experience on those films and the experience of working here in Walker County, what kind of is going to set that apart, or what is the memory that you're going to have that is different about Walker County versus shooting on different locations?
Well, the thing that I wanted to do is, because of both me and Jen have vast experience on sets from zero budget to multi-million-dollar projects. So we wanted to take the best, like the creativity of the micro budget, and then also the comfort and feel of something that's a little bit larger. So what we did was we wanted to strive to make everybody who was going to be on our set feel as comfortable and as honored as possible. Because when you walk onto a major production, like for a major television show, which I've been fortunate enough to work on, that, there's a sense that you're like, you belong there and you're welcome there and you're taken care of. And we wanted to have that be the feeling for everybody who was on set, including our background talent. We wanted to make sure that they had access to the things that they needed. As far as like, we were feeding 3 meals a day. Everybody got like we were taking care of best as we could of our crew and of our talent as well. So I wanted to bring all of those things together so that it just kind of created just the feel of being on a quote unquote real movie set. Like, we didn't want it to feel like we were just
running and gunning,
right, or disorganized or anything like that. And I think you were on set for one of those days where we were moving like crazy, but we still wanted to try and set up an atmosphere with having some food on the side and like, having things available and that kind of thing. So we wanted to bring the best of both worlds too.
The set at Candlelight Ridge, when you showed up, was so beautiful. Our director Wes Llewellyn just saw that vision with our production designer, and they really crafted together cinematic excellence all throughout the movie, which is so cool.
Yeah, so as far as bringing the comparisons, we wanted to make it feel like just like any of those other projects that we worked on.
I don't want to reveal too much about the actual story, but there were a few twists and turns. I think there are some plot maneuvers where folks that see this for the first time are not going to be able to figure it out.
That is correct.
We worked really hard with our writers to not make things predictable. We wanted to bring in physical comedy with the farm animals, making it kid-friendly. We also wanted to drop in those pearls of wisdom for us adults to walk away with that warm fuzzy in our heart and that impact and inspiration. And so our screenwriters worked really hard, and we've been recognized and won a couple awards for our screenplay.
Yeah, so to your question, the idea of like, we wanted the audience to be on the journey with us, but also to kind of just have a question. It's like, I don't know, am I thinking the right thing? Am I sure that, wait a minute. So that they're constantly engaged, and that is, while sometimes the movies in the genre that we've created seem to be so predictable, we wanted to create a story point, a plot point that really wasn't very predictable, or that even if you got part of it right, you missed this section of it, which helped just reinvigorate the whole idea of like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Even if it's a small, I didn't see that coming, it still is just like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, of course, The Farmer and the Belle, it's in the title, so it's it's pretty clear that this is a love story, so everybody can surmise what happens at the end. But how we get there and how you get there is what bringing on such a talented writer like Bob Sines did for us, who's written some wonderful films, not only for television but for
Hallmark, Lifetime.
Yep.
And Joe, is neat. This bracelet was part of that storyline,
right.
And so those are some of the twists and turns. Is going on this adventure, almost to find this treasure at Santaland.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love being surprised by movies, and it's hard to do anymore since there are so many stories that have been out there. So thank you for creating something that is a little bit surprising. Before I let you all go, I know originally this was thought of as a potential trilogy. Where does that stand, or the future for the Farmer and the Belle saga?
So, depending on how the Farmer and the Belle Saving Santaland does, will then determine what movies we can make forward.
Yeah, so we'll see. That is, more will be revealed, to be continued. Everybody go buy the movie so that we can do that.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It was a great idea, and thank you both for shooting part of this production in Walker County.
We are glad to do it. Thanks for all your help and getting us set up with so many wonderful things while we were here. We really appreciate it.
The Farmer and the Belle Saving Santaland is available now on DVD at major retailers and through video on demand and streaming services. There will be a public screening at the Walker County Civic Center on Friday, November 20th. Seating is limited due to COVID-19. Tickets are only available online in advance through Eventbrite.